Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've been doing lots of cleaning, getting ready for spring. Today is actually a good day. We got a lot of rain the other day, but today is pretty nice. Lots of breeze. If you're sitting down in a shaded area, you could just easily fall asleep. But I'll just show you what I've done. I've just cleaned up around here. All the debris that accumulates throughout the months, I cleaned it all up. I trimmed the agave and just kind of like fluffed up the rocks and rinsed them. I didn't do nothing to that because in my opinion it looks good. And then that one too, I left those plants alone right there. I left that alone. Anyways, here I'm washing the cushion. I washed the cushion so that's when I was drying. So that's it. I just looked at these pots, make sure that they look clean. And so that's what I did with those. I have those an agave here and an agave there. And that one's so pretty. I need some water though. I need to water that. And then that's it. And then I need to fill up the bird feeder because they've been liking that. I've been enjoying watching the birds. I never had a bird feeder before. But now I do, and I really like, I've seen so many different ones. I didn't even know that would come to my yard. There's been red ones, green ones, and then blue jays, and all kinds. Anyways, that palm tree as well, I left alone because I think it looked good. This California sunset pot looks beautiful, so I left that alone as well. This one, the plants were struggling in the pot, so I removed it. Just lift up the rocks a little bit and rinsed it off, and now it looks nice and neat. And this agave I cleaned up as well. This looks nice. And then cleaned up my shelf there. My potting cart. Looks good now. All the plants that I gathered from the agave and that palm are in here now. I think they'll just be better here in that pot. Update on this is looking good. The only plant that is struggling is this one over here. I don't know why. There's no explanation because the other one on the other side is happy. So don't know what to say about that. Then I did clean this whole area here. I moved all the pots and blew out the rocks. A lot of work, but it's well worth it. And also I rearranged some of my pots that I think were struggling on this side because the palm trees and the mango tree have gotten really big. So there is less sun on this side now. We'll see for the summer, but for now I've been observing and there is less sun. Some dappled light here and there. This I repotted recently. It was in a smaller pot. The original big pot is still in the front. But this one was another one that I did a while back ago, and it needed to be repotted. This one needs a touch up, but I don't know when I'll get to it. So I need to clean this up. But look at those. I believe they're super bums. They're doing super well in there. I don't want to disturb them because they look really happy. So I'll leave those alone, but I think I'll do something here. I did end up pulling a cactus that I had over here that was rotting. So I did take that out. Here's the gnome that I painted a long time ago. I think it looks really good. You guys saw recently on my Instagram the other one that I did. I got it from the same guy and it's doing well. Look at this crown of thorns. It's forever blooming. It's like a fake plant and it's doing really well. Here, that euphorbia is huge. I might, I'm thinking about repotting it into a big pot. See how much bigger it can get. I'm pretty sure it can get really big. And then, yeah, I'm just trying to keep it looking neat and clean, you know? Just trying to keep things looking neat. Look at this big Graptovaria for knives. It's huge. I think it likes it there. I'm gonna leave that alone. My orchids are blooming. I don't know anything about orchids. I don't take care of them. They're just abandoned, and that's what my neighbor does. And that's what she tells me to do, so that's what I do. Here's this one. This one is doing well. A little palm leaf did fall in there and knock some things down, but overall I think it's doing really well. Look at these, how they grow here. Come on, focus. How come you don't want to focus? It doesn't want to focus. There you go. So yeah, I think those are doing well. Look at the ghost plants, how they look over here. Super shiny, very shiny, and I know they look different, but they look good still, you know. They look different than my other ones, but I think they look really nice, so I'm gonna leave those there. And this euphorbia is still doing well. And then this one I trimmed up. It'll grow again when it gets all the rain that we normally get. I trimmed this one as well a lot to propagate. And then this San Pedro cactus is just chilling there. And then this one I moved over here because it was getting way less sun than it was before. So I moved it over here to see how it will like it over here. And then this one, I always look at it and I want to redo it, but then I changed my mind because I just like how it looks whimsical. I don't know. I like it. Look, it's got the flowers here. It's very whimsical to me, so I'll leave it alone. This is an arrangement that I bought a long time ago from Home Depot. Moved over here. Same reason. I think I'll do better over here. More light. I don't know if you remember this pot when it was full of ghost plants. It's been struggling, and I think it's because it had a lot of shade over there. So I believe it's been struggling because of that. I moved it over here and I hope that it grows. I did propagate a bunch of them. I cut off a bunch of them, so as soon as they root, I'll be putting them back in that pot so it'll look nice and full. And then you guys already know my baskets are the same. No complaints on the baskets. They stay looking the same. So yeah. And then this pot, I need to brush it though. It's got some mold or whatever algae. It needs to be brushed. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, just cleaning. It's a lot of work. We get a lot of breeze, so a lot of debris does fall, and it starts to look pretty, you know, sad back here if you're not constantly on it. Same thing with our pool. So it's just a lot of work. So now I'm gonna update you on the other side. So now I'm gonna show you this side. I have to do it now because if I keep saying that I'm going to wait for this, wait for that, I'll never get to it. So let me just, I've cleaned a lot, and you'll see when it rains and we have wind, it'll get all ugly again, but it's okay. I showed you this side the other day. Nothing has changed there. And then for those of you that have been following me for a long time, you've seen how much my backyard changes on a regular basis. So yeah, just wanted to just show you a quick glimpse of how things are looking. Look at this beautiful arrangement that I made with the pot that my daughter painted for me. So cute. And then this arrangement I redid. It's looking really good. Look at how green it is here when it doesn't get a lot of sun. It holds more of its leaves. This plant, I'll show you on the other side when I get there. You'll see how different it looks when it gets a lot of sun. And then this one's doing really nice there. So pretty. I'm gonna try not to make this video too long, so just giving you a quick look, overview of everything, how it's looking. I have a lot of propagated plants or plants that I decapitated because they just didn't look good, so they're coming back. Look at these, how fast they're growing. It's crazy. Maybe I won't talk so much. You guys can just hear the beautiful nature. Lots of propagation. More propagation. Student dolphins is doing very well. Everything in here is doing very well. It's happy. Try not to get you guys dizzy here. And then I'm going to come over here. These have been a work in progress. The stackable pots. I think it's an awesome deal from Dollar Tree. It's a great idea. So yeah, you do have to be conscious of the size of the plant that you're going to put in there. How tall is it going to grow? So yeah, still working on this one little by little. Those are not even planted. They're just popped in there with their pots. So I have a good story on this pot. For my birthday and anniversary, we went to Fort Lauderdale. We stayed at a hotel on the beach, really nice. And on the way there, we like to stop at thrift stores and Goodwill and just see what unique things we find. But what I also like to do is look to see nearby nurseries. We stopped at a nursery, and they had a bunch of nice pottery like this, the Mexican hand-painted pottery. And my husband asked me if I wanted one, and I said no. A pot like this easily is like $50. I said no, that it was okay. And in my head I said no, it's okay, because I'm pretty sure I'll bump into one. Just like that, I said that. We stopped at a Goodwill and I'm just looking around, and there was this pot with a fake plant in it. And I don't know if I paid $6 or $12, but it was really inexpensive. I have to see, I think it was marked somewhere. I don't know, I think it had a sticker and I took it off. But it was really inexpensive. And I was like, you see? My husband was laughing because he knew. He's like, you're right. Here are the ducks I painted. I touched them up because they look pretty bad. I have a lot of propagation here. Yeah, a lot of plants I had decapitated. This was all cuttings, and they've already almost all these are cuttings except for this one. And except for obviously this, and this. But most of these were cuttings that they were just struggling from all the rain we had gotten previously. So I cut them and put them on my greenhouse until they rooted, and they're out here. But I'm going to be keeping a close eye on how much rain they get. If I see that it's going to continue raining, I will move them inside because I'm trying to keep them and not have to purchase them. So yeah, that I got for my anniversary. Lizard, see the lizard? And then more propagation on the other side here. I can move them now. They were just here temporary, but I can move them now anywhere. Look, this plant here, I repotted it in here, and it quickly got nice and plump and happy. It wasn't getting plump, and I didn't understand why, and I don't know, as soon as I put her in here, now it's nice and plump. We've gotten some rain, so this is propagation. Look at these beautiful ones. Got the trailing jade here. So yeah, I like that. That's cute, super cute to multiply your plants. You guys saw when I made these. They're doing super well. I just gotta keep an eye on it because it does not get rain on here. It won't get water. So, because there's a little overhang, so I gotta make sure to water it if I don't want it to die. Look at how pretty it looks when the sun hits it. Then I have pots here and there that need to be addressed. It's a constant battle, constant. This is here because I cut some of these off because the weight, it was just getting too heavy. This pot needs to be redone. That needs to be redone. Those need to be repotted. I'm gonna add some portulaca to the pot. I think it will look pretty there. This one, I trimmed a lot of it, and I treated it with some, I don't know, something there, like the roots, to see if it'll fight off scales. Someone told me that I need to treat the roots, so I just bought something. I think it's called like feed and treat, something like that for trees and shrubs. So I'm just trying that. We'll see what happens. So yeah, this looks like this. These pots here, hanging pots, are always doing super good, except for the Lola. The Lola is always a struggle one for me. Has always struggled. Even in the greenhouse. So yeah. Here's the chair, doing super well. There are still some pots that I need to like clean with a sponge and stuff. And just probably add plants and stuff like that. Oh, this pot here though. This pot right here that I moved is doing super well over here. It really likes it. It's happy, and look at all those blooms on that cactus. It's gonna be blooming soon, so that'll be cool to see. And then here are just some plants are, they look good, but their pots need to be cleaned, or they need to be repotted, or yes, there is some plants that are struggling there that I just tossed there and because they're struggling. But yeah, the goal is to just address all these and make the steps at least look good, and then the pots, the table will be for plants that are either recovering or propagating. That's what the table will be in the back for. But yeah, I need to address all these. So yeah. Well, hopefully this spring won't be too bad for us. Hopefully we don't get a lot of rain. Oh, look at this black prince here. So this black prince is propagation from the original plant. Like I say, many plants grow within their pots. I'm going to show you the original plant, how big it is. So if I keep this here forever, it's not going to get any bigger. It's just going to stay about that size. So let me just show you guys that. And then before I forget, this is the one that I showed you that had a lot of green and a lot of leaves. This is what it looks like when it gets a lot of sun. Still looks pretty, but it's less leafy, and it's more what do you call it? It's more of a pink tone. So let me show you the black prince. I had gotten this for Mother's Day, I believe 3 years ago. I'll have to see the picture on my Instagram, but it was a really big, it's still big, but it was bigger. But yeah, as you can see, that plants do grow within the pot size. The most of the plants do. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I hope I didn't make you dizzy, and I hope I didn't get too sidetracked. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and have a blessed day, guys. Bye.